Hello.
Oh my god. Hello. This is our third time starting this episode. So we will not be starting again. We do not care how it sounds. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Lounge Lizards.
Hello. Hi.
I will sound like a robot the whole entire time so that I don't make one mistake.
beep boop bop bop beep beep. boop.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Lounge Lizards.
Lounge lizards, loungy lizards. Anyway, hi. We're so excited to be here today discussing one of the a record-breaking film that we saw over this weekend. Would you like to tell them what we saw? For those of you who don't.
Well, Kate, I would love to tell them what we saw.
I literally can't win.
I would love to tell them what we saw.
Ooh.
We saw Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Ooh. Does
What?
he howl?
No. Did you watch the movie? I don't think he howled once.
No, I mean like in the whole X-Men series. He's never he's a wolf and he never howls.
He's not a wolf.
Wolf.
It's not wolf. It's a V. It's Wolverine.
But wolves. I'm not buying what they're selling. I'm
Maybe
not
at
buying-
one point they wanted to turn him into a wolf, like when they were creating X-Men, and they were like, no, the wolf thing is old.
Yeah.
Let's just, because he's not a wolf. He's like he's a regular dude.
With a funky haircut.
Yeah, that's it. That's his power with the funky haircut. He's a regular dude with a great beard. That's it. That's all he has to offer.
That's it.
No,
That is it.
He's a regular dude. Like his origin story is like he's just a regular dude, like army, military, and the Russians, I believe. The Russians. It's
Oh my
always
God,
them.
it's always the Russians.
The Russians like take him for an experiment, and it's kind of like The Boys.
Okay.
And they like inject something in him, and it
Compound V. No, just joking.
and they inject like something in him, and it makes metal.
Oh.
So it's like that's why
Ow.
his like thing, his like knives come out, but like inside too, like sometimes it changes. Like sometimes if you punch Wolverine, I don't know, it's like metal inside. I don't know. They change a lot.
The multiverse of like comic book heroes and how their powers are different from one universe to the next is like very confusing to me.
Yeah, and I mean they even made fun of it in Deadpool when he like goes and see different Wolverines.
Yes.
And like some of them have like one of them is like really short. Like he jumps off the bar stool.
Yes.
And he's like, never mind.
Yes.
Because like Deadpool in the movie Deadpool, like Deadpool's Wolverine dies. So like the Wolverine in Deadpool's universe dies. And
Yes.
so therefore like there's no need for Deadpool's universe. But I don't think they make that clear, but like I think Mr. Darcy was like lying.
Not Mr. Darcy. Mr. He's literally in his like Mr. Darcy costume.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking camp.
What's his name in Succession? Tom.
Yeah.
Tom. I feel like he's lying. Like I feel
Tom
like
Wamskins.
I feel like
No, I don't think he is. I think because they call it like a central or like a stabilizing character.
So what was he doing wrong? He was killing timelines before their time. That's what he was doing.
What do you mean?
Like because he was creating that the time ripple.
Yes.
So he was like not letting them like naturally die.
Yes, he was like snipping it short.
Yeah. Okay. So Deadpool's Wolverine in his universe dies. So Deadpool's like, you're gonna kill everybody, like everybody I love. Like this is my universe. So he like tries to find different Wolverines and is like, you're coming with me. So
to save my universe. Yeah,
it's a very multi-universe movie.
Yeah, it is.
And but they kind of make fun of it.
They do,
which is cool.
Yeah.
And you know, if you know Wolverine, he's like so stubborn. That's Wolverine, always stubborn. Like always like, I'm the bad boy and I must be stubborn.
I can't.
I won't do anything.
I can't.
But I'll do everything.
I can't.
I won't do anything, but I'm the hero.
I'm the hero. Yeah.
So that's always Wolverine. But I cannot imagine two men or a man who really loves comics listening to this podcast. The whole time he's like fact checking us. He's like, it wasn't the Russians.
Oh my God. He's like, it was the Yugoslavians. You're like, okay, whatever. I don't know. Sorry, I fuck. I don't know. Like, literally, that's so funny.
And so then it's a battle to get back and whatever. So
they like meet a million different characters, old and new. Like,
so we don't want to spoil too much.
No, we shouldn't, because it just came out this weekend.
Yeah,
this past weekend.
If you're listening, you like to be spoiled, so you know it's a spoiler every time.
Pampered.
They end up saving the universe.
Yeah,
it's fine. Everything is good. So like, you've never seen a Deadpool movie?
Never.
Have you seen X-Men movie?
You know, we watched one of like the origin ones, not even one with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. It was like, I think it was, I know, isn't that crazy?
No.
We saw one that had, we watched part of the one that had Sansa.
Oh, so, yeah. When they like try to redo it, it's like when Charles is young.
Again, with these multi-universe, it's just like so confusing.
Charles is young, Mystique is young, Magneto's young.
Yes. I think that's the only X-Men movie I've seen.
Because it's like they would do like 4 X-Men movies and follow a through line, and then they would be like, all right, that's the end of it, let's restart it again.
Yes
like it's crazy. And then we have like Logan movies where he's like, it's just Wolverine.
Yeah,
so it's like super annoying. But so we did see that one. I've watched a lot of X-Men movies. I love X-Men growing up.
You did?
Yes, they were my favorite.
Okay.
Like Avengers who the X-Men were my favorite. Like,
yeah, the X-Men walked so the Avengers could make all the money. You know what I mean? Literally.
No, literally. They failed a lot of times so that Avengers could be like, we know what to do.
Yeah, and make a huge profit.
Yeah.
Did you see that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be
Doctor Doom?
Yeah, and he's making like $80 million for 2 movies.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
I mean, he carried Iron Man. Iron Man is the first test to the Avengers.
True.
Iron Man 1. Depending on how Iron Man 1 did, they were going to continue the multiverse or the
Marvel, the MCU. Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. It's a money making madness, that the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, they're just lucky that like millennials are their prime target, because it's like we love to be nostalgic as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we love to watch old shit. Like, nothing slaps harder for a millennial than old shit. We're like, give us Friends 68 times.
Please. Yeah, I finish it and I start season 1 back over again.
The Office back to back to back, you know?
Like, oh my God.
Like, we'll watch Harry Potter 17 times.
17 times.
Millennials are, so like, I think they bank on that. Because X-Men were like really huge when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like, I remember like the figurines, like the action figures.
Yeah.
Like, I've always said this, like, girl toys are the boringest thing. They're like, do you want to cook? I don't want to fucking play cook.
Do you want to change outfits? Maybe sometimes.
But
like,
that's not even like one of the girl toys. That's just like fashion. But like girl toys, like if you think about it, like what'd you have as a toy? Like a doll? Oh, take care of this doll. Fuck no. I'm gonna take care of myself. Get the fuck out of here. Like, why would I take care of this doll?
You're so funny.
Push the stroller. No, bitch. You know what I mean? This doll isn't even alive. Oh. Like, you know what I mean? Or they had like fake laundry. You remember that? Like, what kind of toys did you have as a kid?
I had American Girl dolls. I had
a doll to take care of.
I had Polly Pockets.
Tamagotchi were huge girl things. Some guys did have them, but that was more. Was that girls.
more for the girls?
I feel like it was.
I didn't have a Tamagotchi. I had a Furby. Loved Furby.
Yeah, you're touched.
Furbies are demonic.
Yeah.
My parents my mom was like, I am not buying you that. Like, you have to, if you need it that bad, like, you will be buying it. I was like in 1st grade, and so then my grandparents gave me money.
What a stance.
Yeah. Crazy.
What a stance.
So funny. I remember that because I was like,
got
my Furby.
Yeah. On my own, independent woman.
Yeah, literally Beyonce singing like Child of Destiny.
Yeah, exactly.
But you liked action figure, and were like the X-Men toys like action figure-esque.
Yeah. I mean, you had a shit ton. You had like G.I. Joe. You had all the X-Men.
Yeah.
And so, we'll take it into we love it.
Oh
We'll
my God,
move on to we love it.
We love it.
So they had Blade,
Yes.
which is Wesley Snipes.
Yes.
They had Elektra, which is Jennifer Gardner. They have Gambit, who is played by fucking what's his name?
Channing Tatum,
who I'm sick of.
Why are you sick of Channing Tatum?
Because he doesn't belong in every movie. He does not belong in every movie. And to top it off, they put him in my favorite character.
That's so
funny.
I
love Gambit.
Who would you cast as Gambit then? Like, who would be your ideal Gambit?
Me. I would be my ideal Gambit. Put me in, coach.
Please, I want that Marvel paycheck, honey.
If it wasn't me, I'm like, someone cool. Like, Gambit is cool, man.
He didn't make him very cool.
He made him funny and stupid and lame.
Which is, like, funny.
Which is what Channing Tatum does best.
Yeah,
like,
he does do that really well.
Yeah, he does. Like, I'm not, no tea, but, like, he does do that really well. And then, who else they had?
They brought back I forget what the character's name is, but the young girl who like replaces Wolverine.
A23, I think it was.
A23.
It was like a sample of like Wolverine.
And then they also had I'm sorry, there's a party happening in our living room, or in our hallway, which is the world's living room. They also had Chris Evans as, I forget what his character from Fantastic Four is.
Johnny.
Yes.
As the fire guy.
Yeah.
Because he played it before.
Before Captain America.
Yes.
So funny.
And,
love that.
He played it before. So like this thing with Iron Man, like being Dr. Doom is like, they do that sometimes. They'll like bring back old people. Like I don't know why I jumped this crazy. That jump was crazy. I apologize.
No, you're okay.
That leap was crazy. That was a leap of faith.
It was, but I was there with you.
But
floating on your wings.
In Iron Man's comic, in that world, there is a universe where Iron Man does turn evil and turns into Dr. Doom.
Oh, that's
so it's not far off.
Okay.
It's not like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they'll reuse people like in the Marvel universe. Like it's like once you're in, you're kind of in it.
Yeah.
And then they had Johnny, which is Chris Evans, and Gambit is my fucking favorite. Like I love Gambit. If you don't know Gambit, he like he carries like a deck of cards and he can like fucking like fling them like knives.
And
like,
yeah, it's so funny. And, like I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it is kind of cheesy. He is kind of kind of cheesy with the long coat.
With the coat and like the French accent.
I don't know why they did that. Maybe because Gambit is French. Maybe like
probably
like his origin story. But I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You couldn't pick someone cooler, like for my favorite character?
That's so funny that you're bitter boots about Channing Tatum's casting. I thought I was obsessed with this movie's villains. I lived for Matthew McFadden, aka Mr. Darcy, aka Tom, as like one of the villains on the low. I forget what his character. Oh, his name is Paradox in this movie.
Yeah.
He was awesome. And then Emma Corrin, who played the little bald evil bitch, Charles's twin from the who he must have eaten in the womb or something. They were fucking sick. Like giving Tilda Swinton and Doctor Strange energy. You said you thought they were the same, but they're not.
I was like, this is not the same person.
And it is not. But
I'm like, no, it is.
The way that they like put their, so this is not, I mean, it is a spoiler, but they read minds basically, but by putting their fingers in people's bodies, like
only she does that though,
right? But no,
Charles doesn't do that.
Sorry, they're non-binary, the actor, but I guess the character is a woman, so I don't know, whatever. So she like puts her fingers in like, and it would like poke out of their eyes. I was like, this is disgusting.
Well, it's kind of touch. It's like exactly like Deadpool.
Touched.
No, literally, it's exactly Deadpool. You're like,
this is gross.
But Deadpool would do that. Like it's a great power, but she's gonna finger your face.
Yeah,
like they're so dirty like that, and I like it.
Yeah,
you know that Blade was the one that saved Marvel too, right? In the 90s.
No.
Marvel was doing horrible. They hadn't had like a fucking hit movie or anything like that. It was all Batman. Batman was taking over. So that's like...
And that's DC,
yeah,
right?
that's like Warner Brothers or whatever. So Batman was like, you had Batman, you had Batman with Robin, Batman doing Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
It was like Batman was the truth. Like it was everywhere.
And even Superman probably too, right? Like all this. I feel like
Yeah,
when we were growing up, Superman and like
not really in movies.
Yeah, like
not
TV
really,
shows.
Yeah,
right?
like Smallville. Smallville was like based off Superman. But like growing, like the movies, like the heavy hitters was Batman.
Yeah.
So Marvel was having a hard time figuring out like what direction do we take, and they were like really doing bad. And Blade was such a hit.
Yeah.
That they like was able to make enough money from it to like produce more movies.
Yeah.
And so like a lot of people don't know that, but Blade is the reason why we have.
Blade is fierce.
Yeah.
Jennifer Garner as Elektra, still looking so snatched.
Have you ever watched Blade?
I feel like we watched. There's so many things that I feel like you and I have watched. Blade being one of them, where it's like we put it on, but then either we fell asleep or got distracted. Like I remember starting it, but never like watching it full through.
He's a vampire slayer.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I feel like it's like really up my alley.
Yeah, it is. Have you ever watched Elektra?
No. I feel like I would love Elektra.
Elektra's bad. The movie is
but like, would I love it?
Yeah. That's why they killed off Daredevil and Elektra. But I liked it. I liked Elektra.
Yeah.
I liked Elektra.
Of course, you little perv.
No. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good movie. I even had it on DVD.
I love
But a lot of people didn't like it. But
it's so funny. Jennifer Garner is someone who I associate with so many sweet characters. Like, and I feel like she is such a sweet person. She has such a sweet energy, but she was like an action girly because she did Alias, right? The TV show. Am I making that up?
I don't think I've watched it.
But she was like a character that was kind of an action figure. And Elektra, which is an ass-kicking superhero. Is she a hero?
Yeah,
so it's kind of funny. It's like funny to see her kind of play tough. I'm like, okay, but
you're
you're a sweetie.
Yeah, even when she plays tough,
you're like, okay.
It's not tough. Yeah.
Okay, cutie.
Yeah.
Okay, cutie.
Okay, cutie with the knives.
Cutie with the knives.
And not because she's a woman, just because she's
Jennifer Garner.
Yeah,
she's like a little sweetie.
I'm like, stop it. Go to 13 going on 30.
Oh
Stop.
my God, literally.
Stop.
I was obsessed with the jokes. I loved a lot of the insider baseball jokes. One of them being when they made a comment essentially playing at her and Ben Affleck's divorce, like with Elektra and Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was funny. All of the niche references, the best one to me was in the intro of the movie when it's like Deadpool gets surrounded by all these people trying to take him down. And it's the captain of whatever armed forces. And he goes, ugh, death by day player. Like, I was like, that is so stupid because day player is like a term for the type of contractor role you would get. And I was like, that is so dumb and so niche to like being a performer and being an actor that made me laugh. And all the references to like all the background actors, making fun of the background actors, making fun of Hugh Jackman's turn in Music Man on Broadway. And like there were so many inside jokes that I was like, this is funny. But I don't know if like, I feel like a lot of them probably go over a lot of the viewers' heads. And maybe that's like, I don't mean to be like highbrow about it, but I appreciated them. I thought the inside jokes were kind of funny.
No, absurd. I thought they were great. I think if you get them, it's like little Easter eggs.
Yes. Yeah, totally.
He's like, give us a now Hugh Jackman is gonna do this song without warming up.
Yes, and you're just like, oh my God, it's so stupid. It's so stupid, but it's funny. Yeah, I liked that too. What else did you love? Or what else did you love?
I love the soundtrack.
Oh my God.
The soundtrack was killer.
So funny.
Yeah.
Funny. I thought it was amazing how they used, like, again, you talked about nostalgia, and I feel like they used a lot of nostalgic songs for our age group.
Yeah.
And they used them in a way, they used music as a tool for comedy, which I thought was really cool and funny.
Yeah.
And like smart.
Yeah, I like when they use a soundtrack to add to the movie and not just have it be there.
Yes.
Like Baby Driver does that. Like
Okay.
Baby Driver adds to the movie. Kill Bill does that.
Yeah.
Adds to the movie.
Yeah.
Insidious, the movie does that. The horror movie Insidious does that to add to the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, this was really cool. Like, I mean, talk about nostalgia taking you back. Like, Bye Bye Bye, the opening scene. And then it's like so funny that it's like Bye Bye Bye. It's like such an innocent song, like, you know, to us.
Yeah,
to like it's like so like teenage.
Yes,
like,
yeah. Because it was
But he's there like slaughtering people
and brutally killing. Yeah. Oh my god, it was so good. I loved it. And then you told me that they and first of all, the Deadpool doing the music video dance on camera was while he's murdering people. Amazing.
Yeah,
it's just so like it panders to our generation, like, and not in a shitty way. Like, it literally, we're like eating it all up. It's so good.
Yeah, well, they just know who's gonna go and watch.
Yeah,
and that's not because, like, at the end of the day, it is a R-rated movie.
Yeah,
so it's like Gen Z to like millennials, and a couple of like, what is it, Gen X?
Yes,
Gen X is before us.
Yeah.
Gen X, like, it panders to those three definitely, and you're like, okay, you know who your audience is. There's nothing wrong with knowing who your audience is.
Well, and the proof is in the pudding. It was the most highly grossing debut weekend for an R-rated film ever.
Really?
Yeah, they made over $200 million in their opening weekend, and which was this past weekend, and it's I read an article on The Hollywood Reporter that it was the 8th highest grossing debut, like 8th highest grossing debut weekend for a film, period.
Yeah.
Highest grossing for a rated R movie, which is crazy. Do you feel like it lived up to the hype of like those type of
I don't look, in my opinion, like, was it a great movie? Yes, but was it the best? No. Like, it's got high ratings on like Rotten Tomatoes and the critics. Like, I think it's got a 96 on like critics or something like that.
Damn.
And I'm just like, look, I'll be honest. Like, after the fight scene, it really dies down. Like, after the first opening fight scene, it really dies down. Like, it's so slow that I took a nap.
Stop.
And then
snored in the theater.
One snore.
One little and like one of the most, like, for a film that had so many action sequences.
No,
and it was like one silent moment, and I just hear a little snort of snoring. From this one.
Literally, I heard him. It woke me up, and it wasn't even that loud, but that's how quiet the theater was.
It was so funny
that it woke me up, and I was like, all right, I'm not going to sleep again.
Yeah.
But I was, and to be fair though, we watched it in 3D.
Yes.
So those glasses do not help.
No,
because it's dark, and so I'm like, oh,
and I want a blankie.
Sleepy.
Yeah, and I have all my snacks, and I ingest them like a troll.
Girl, let's talk about the fact that my nachos were gone before the credits even started.
Correct.
The opening scene.
I don't regret a thing.
They were gone. Like, no cheese left.
Yeah, no cheese.
You barely ate them. That was me, mama.
Okay, fair.
That was me.
I ate almost all of my
It was real big back of me.
No, I ate I ate almost all of my Nerds gummy clusters, which are so good, but I ate them like during the previews, and then my stomach hurt for like the first half of the movie.
But did that stop you from eating?
No. I nevertheless, she persisted. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, you keep going.
Yeah.
You don't pussy out. You don't say no.
I'm like, you will eat these snacks and you will like it.
I can't. No popcorn. Thank you.
No.
Oh no.
I love popcorn.
No popcorn. Oh no.
And I'm not willing to sacrifice the variety of treats that I bring into the theater. I will suffer through that tummy ache to have a little bit of everything.
Oh, you must.
You must.
Yeah, on occasion.
But yeah, so you were saying, sorry, lizard brain. You were saying that you felt like it slowed down after the opening sequence, but then it kind of picked up at the end.
It picked up in the middle. It picked up in the middle. Once Deadpool and Wolverine got to meet the villain, I forget her name.
I do too.
The villain's name.
Charles's
sister. Yeah. once it gets there, then it picks up a lot.
Yeah.
Because the plot gets interesting, like, because it just gets lost in the fact that, like, okay, Deadpool goes get Wolverine. And he yanks him into his universe, and then they have beef. They're fighting, but, like, Wolverine is like, you don't know what I've done the whole time. Like, for 30 minutes of the movie. Wolverine
More than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Most of the movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't, like, he's like a failed Wolverine, and we don't understand why, but he's, like, brooding and dark. And it's, at a certain point, you're like, what did you do? Like, what did you do? I need this to wrap up. Why are you looking at me like that?
I wasn't telling. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, excuse me. No, but I felt like it dragged for, like...
Well, he's just brooding.
Yeah. And, like with a brooding character, and then with Deadpool just, like, being irreverent and having no sincerity, like... Because that's his thing. Deadpool's thing is, like... He's, like... He masks with insincerity and, like, jokes and irreverent comments that it just didn't, like, land for me for a minute.
I felt like this is the most sincere he's been, though.
Yeah.
Like, in the other ones,
I haven't seen the other ones.
Yeah. In the other ones, he's, like, not as sincere. Like, he's, like, he doesn't really, like, because in this one, he's trying to find, like, meaning.
Yeah.
And, like a purpose and stuff like that, and he's a little bit deeper. So they did have to do that because Wolverine is so broody, you know. Yes. So they did kind of, you know, try to fix that, but it's for a while you're like, is there a plot? Yeah. Is there a reason I'm watching this?
Yes.
Is it why?
Yes.
But then it gets to the middle, and then after that, it is a great movie.
Yeah, I actually agree.
But the first, like, the scene, like, I like the opening scene. I like getting to, like, I like when this is, like, something that movies do that I like, when it's an opening scene and then they give us the backstory of the opening scene.
Yeah.
Like, you know, TikTok makes fun of this, is like, and this is how I got here, and then it, like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I like that. I always like when a movie does that. It's always pretty cool to see. But that was cool seeing, like, Paradox being like, your universe is dying. Like, that was all interesting.
Yeah.
But that middle, man, when he's, like, finding Wolverine, and then him and Wolverine are just, like, kind of flirting. Kind of
flirting. Like, you don't know if they're gonna, like, fuck or fight type vibe. Yeah. And you're like, okay, I don't know where this is going.
Smash or pass. You're just like, just do it. Just do it.
Yeah, please.
But always funny. The Deadpool, like, the writers are always so good, so it's a funny movie. Do you have anything else
No, I feel like we talked about the soundtrack, and the soundtrack was banger after banger.
Yeah.
Like, what was your other favorite song? I know you love Bye Bye Bye. Did you have any other heavy hitters?
Like a Prayer.
Like a Prayer was great.
It was just funny being in there. Like,
I loved when they had Avril Lavigne.
You know that I just recently found out that Like a Prayer is so dirty?
What?
I had no idea.
What do you think Madonna is singing about ever?
I don't know. I didn't know it was so dirty. I didn't know she was talking about giving a blowjob. Why are we singing that at 8 years old?
Because it's Madonna.
But that's crazy.
Yes, but we also were singing Like a Virgin, touched for the very first time, which is crazy. But that's crazy.
But that's kind of different.
Yeah, because it's spelling it out in
Like a Prayer. If you like,
hey, you call my name like a little prayer.
I'm down on my knees.
I didn't realize
I wanna take you there.
In the midnight hour, I can feel your power. Oh,
yeah!
I've never seen that song again.
That's what it's so dirty. If you actually listen to it, like, but that's how iconic she is, right? She slaps a beat, and you're like, no, this is fine.
Yeah, and then you're, and it is for the girls.
And it is,
but it's disturbing content.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
So yeah, that was one of my favorites.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So I had never seen Deadpool's, and I had never seen, like, I'd seen kind of traditional superheroes. He's definitely not a traditional superhero.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of superhero, like, what kind of superpower? First of all, would you be a superhero or a supervillain?
A superhero.
You would be a hero, not a villain?
I can't be a villain.
No.
As much as I would want to, I can't be a villain.
Like, we're talking, like, if it was you, Ashlynn, like, had a double life, you would be a superhero.
Yeah, I couldn't be a villain. Like,
Yeah.
in my heart of hearts, I couldn't be a villain. I would want to.
Yeah.
But I would be someone like either like Wolverine, Deadpool. I'm like, I hate this, but I'm a good person. You know?
Yeah.
Um,
Like, you'd be like, oh, come on. And then you save the day.
yeah. Would
Yeah.
you be a superhero or a supervillain?
I feel like I'd be a superhero.
Like, I wouldn't be like Peter Parker, you know, like you'd be like Peter Parker.
I think I would. I think I would be like genuinely like a superhero.
Yeah, I would. I'm
You'd
not
be a
like
little
that.
sarcastic.
Yeah.
All right. What would your superpower be? Like, do you have a superhero persona that you have decided?
Okay, my name would be Dr. Arctic.
Okay.
I think it's very important that we call women doctor. So
Please.
that's
Please.
that's why I want to be a doctor.
Please.
And Arctic, even though I hate the cold is like the cold can kill you. Like, it's deadly.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to like shoot like icicles out of my veins, like
Stop. Okay.
I would like to like cause avalanches, like
ooh.
like just like
okay,
and then like just have like a shit ton of storm, like a storm. I would like to change like the weather, but only change it like I can like, you know, I can't be that powerful, so only like cold. I can only like bring in a storm or something like that.
Okay.
And then I would like to like be able to morph into any Arctic animal.
Oh.
Very simple. I want to keep it simple.
No, keep like KISS, keep it simple, stupid. I
Yeah.
just have all of these powers surrounding being cold.
I don't want to be that powerful.
No, not all powerful, darling. What kind of Arctic animal would you? Any Arctic animal, or is there like one specific animal that you could morph into?
I would like any, because I would like to be like a penguin or a polar
Cute.
bear.
Love.
You know what I mean?
Love.
Like I'm fighting, and then all of a sudden I'm like, you know,
I'm
and then I
screaming.
get to like slide away.
I'm
you know?
screaming. I love that.
Or a polar bear. I'm like,
Yeah, like Hulk style. Obsessed.
yeah.
Okay, I love that for you.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
Okay, I think I would be a hero, and I'd want my hero name to be The Groove. The Groove. Please. Please. It's so funny. Hear me out.
You don't kill people. You just like DJ and make people dance.
No, literally that's one of my powers, is that it's like the power to bring people together by like having a good DJ, like being a good DJ and making them party. But then I also want to be like,
you just want to be a man. You just want to be a male DJ.
no, I'm not trying to be Diplo. I'm sorry.
You're just trying to be Steve Aoki.
Please. First of all, if I had a luscious head of hair like that, I would absolutely be a superhero.
You just want to be David Guetta.
Oh my God. Please.
That's it.
No, but then also so I'd want to be like, to have the power of bringing music to bring people together. I also would like to take like a banshee-esque, like a special skill from a banshee, because banshees like wail, they have like this like ear-splitting scream. So the groove, I'd want to like be able to like sing at people so it would stop them in their tracks. I hate that you're not being supportive of this. You're not being supportive of my journey.
No, I am being super supportive.
No, you're looking at me like this.
But describe how I'm looking at you, because people who are listening cannot see.
A furrowed brow, a look of disgust. It's
Disgust is a crazy word to use.
You're looking at me like I look like this is the dumbest.
No, you said you want to sing at people and then make their ears bleed. I think it's a great.
Do what you know?
No, I think it's a great. I honestly do think I think there's like a superhero like that, but I can't like place it. But like, or a villain, but like,
it's so ridiculous. And my origin story starts in the 70s, obviously.
Were you a superhero in the 70s? Were you born in the 70s?
I exist in the 70s as a human girl. And then I haven't decided like what a la Peter Parker, like my spider bite situation is, but I think it has something to do with like
you
being
step on a vinyl.
Like at a record store, at a recording studio or something.
And the vinyl has bacteria.
And then it goes through my feet and into my body.
And you're like, can't stop the feeling.
Oh my God, Justin Timberlake.
And then you get so excited. This is what happens. You have a concert. You get so excited at your concert that you kill all the fans.
I love that.
You go into hiding. You never want to come out again.
Love.
They come for you.
Okay.
Right? The X-Men show up. They go, Kate.
Yeah.
We need you. And you go, I've been waiting for this for forever. And you have your costume on.
My costume? Honey, it's my armor. But and I envision for myself a fight scene where Groove is in the Heart by D-Light. I'm going to bring it back. I know I said last
episode.
Yeah, for real. Where I have a fight sequence with that playing in the background. And it's like funky as hell.
Groove is in the heart. And then
kill.
You go.
Yeah, or maybe I make people dance so hard that they can't do whatever crime they're trying to commit.
They can't stop dancing.
Yeah.
You break their legs.
Yeah.
They're like, I can't stop.
Yeah.
I can't stop. You're like Molly. You're like a Molly.
I'm a classified drug, okay? A class A drug or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my superhero persona. Did you have any like fight sequences envisioned for yours? Like, do you have a soundtrack for a theme song for yours?
Yes.
What is it?
It's Ice Ice Baby.
Stop.
Collaborate and listen.
Yes.
And then the avalanche comes.
Ice is back with a brand new edition. I see it. Get a homie. Yes. That's kind of rocker. I'm into that.
Yeah.
I love.
Yeah.
Love Vanilla Ice. Wonder what he's up to now. Do we know?
I think he owes taxes. But no worries, because my movie will help pay for his taxes.
And you'll get a tax deductible.
Yes.
Receipt. It's a charity thing.
What's next on the item here? What's next on the ticket?
I feel like we could talk about.
Do you think we could be a superhero together?
Like a superhero duo.
Yeah.
Do you think our powers work together?
Probably not.
What if we went to like some like Icelandic rave? We went to Antarctica.
What if we went to a cold Ibiza?
Yeah.
What if we brought Ibiza to Alaska?
We could go. We could fight the Russians. We could fight the Russians.
And they love to dance.
They do. Well, now I'm thinking of Triple X with Vin Diesel, where they're like in Russia.
And that's the coat. You have the fur coat that Vin Diesel has. Yes. With that bandana that you're wearing. And some like platform boots. And I'm like, love. And you're like checking yourself in the mirror. I'm like, Kate, the army is here. And you're like, wait, darling. You're like, tip of the tongue.
Tip of the tongue. Me. But I'm like busting a move. Like, also, like, I envisioned some sort of dance moment, like in Charlie's Angels, when the villain, when he's like dancing to, ooh, ooh. I don't know what that song is called off the top of the dome, but
that's Impractical Magic.
Ooh, baby. It's also in Charlie's Angels. Dun, dun.
I don't think it's Impractical Magic.
I don't either, but that's okay.
Okay.
Well, with that being said, I think we should pitch our film to Marvel. I think
in Russia. Right now, that would be a hit. Trust me.
Well, I'll write it down, and we'll send
it
via...
in our movies collection. Movies we want to star in.
I love that. We do have like a running list of, we're like, should we produce this film? Yes. Okay, let's move on to what are the streets saying? Huh? What's the street saying? Huh? Because what are the streets saying about this film? It has a lot going on, a lot of chatter.
a lot of chatter just came out. People are loving it. Like I said, it has a 96 on critics.
That's crazy.
One thing I saw was people were saying which fight scene was better.
Okay.
People are arguing about either the opening fight scene or the van fight scene.
Is the van fight scene the one between just Wolverine and
the
opening fight scene?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you kidding me? He puts a bone through someone's fucking neck.
He's like putting Wolverine claws like in people's buttholes. Like,
yeah,
that's hilarious. Yeah, the fight scene in the car was fine. It
was fun, but there's not much you can do with two heroes who can't be hurt.
Right.
Like,
right.
I mean, the ending is funny because they cut to it and like Wolverine is laying down, but he has like Deadpool like wrapped around the seat belt.
Oh yes,
right?
Yeah.
So the ending is kind of funny, but I'm like, and the ongoing bit about like Kia versus like the Odyssey versus like yeah, but like I thought that fight scene, it's like, listen, it's not that I want to see death, right? But there's something boring about seeing like being like, oh, you can't be hurt, like you can't. You're not gonna die from this fight scene.
This isn't gonna really further the plot for anyone,
right?
Yeah. I'm with you. I agree.
It didn't it just stayed in that van, so it wasn't like fun.
Yeah,
the Deadpool fight scene was one of my favorites
with all the multiverse of Deadpool.
Yeah. That was something
fun.
Also on my We Love It that I forgot, like the multiverse of Deadpools.
Yeah, that was really fun.
The girl is a bad bitch.
Bad bitch. You know who is playing the voice of
Blake Lively?
Yeah.
Fucking knew it.
That's camp.
That's camp.
Knew
it. I fucking knew it. The dog,
the little
the ugly dog,
the dead dog. What do they call her?
I wouldn't know. I was probably asleep when they named her.
Her name was Mary Poppins. They called her Mary Poppins.
Yeah,
she was the ugliest, most beautiful dog I've ever seen in my whole life.
My favorite part is when him and what is it, Beautiful Deadpool?
Yeah,
that like the
nice pool.
When he's like, hey guys, hey, and then Deadpool uses him as a shield.
Oh,
and he's like, and then he goes, no worries, you'll heal. He goes, we heal.
And Deadpool
and Wolverine is like, you're a fucking jerk. And then he uses him again. He's like, you're gonna live. And then he shoots his the enemy, like, shoots his head off. And he's like, oh, like, it's so funny.
It's so stupid.
Nice Pool is like so funny. He's got a fucking piercing. It's so funny.
Oh my god, like the little cartilage piercing.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Little
Little cuff. Yeah, that was so. Yeah, I think that the opening sequence and then the Deadpool, like fighting the multiverse of Deadpools, was really, those were the best fight scenes.
Yeah.
I also loved
Girl.
Yes.
Girl.
What?
First of all, we're not talking about We Love It, but second of all,
what are the streets saying?
The wig on the president, on the woman.
Oh my god. Oh, on the president of like the time.
Yeah.
Why'd they put her in that wig? Why'd they put her in that wig? Why'd they put her in that wig? That was crazy.
Why they put her
wigged, not wigged?
Why in this $44 million movie is she wearing that wig?
That was crazy. That wig is crazy. That wig is not Brad, let me tell you.
That wig is not correct. I'm like, why they slapped on Wesley Snipes' wig on her?
Stop. No, they literally reused his wig.
They're like, that?
They're like, oh, they were never in the same scene.
Yeah.
I wonder why. They were reusing that wig. They got it. Well, they had so many cameos and so many so many actors. They had to cut budget somewhere, and if it was wig, it was wig. Okay, like
I said, come on, man. She's the motherfucking president.
Yeah, of like the time space continuum or whatever. It was so insane.
Come on,
so funny. You know what? That you told me about that I thought was so silly. And that people are talking about with Bye Bye Bye. How NSYNC has now like retitled the music video on YouTube as like Bye 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 original video from Deadpool and Wolverine. That is a W for Mr. Timberlake it is not going to ruin his world tour. You know what I mean?
It's a W. It's like, that's smart right there.
Yeah.
That is like rebrand, like not rebranding, but like that is like like instead of being upset or being like now people are gonna think this is like the Deadpool, like this is a Deadpool song, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of like young kids will be like, oh, I love the Deadpool song, and we'd be like, what?
But they're like, yeah.
And then we'd have you sing at them.
Yeah. And I go,
would you take your kids to watch that movie?
No.
How old would they have to be?
Like 13, probably. 13. I feel like...
Yikes.
Why?
I was thinking 9.
My God. Well, you watched, like... What was the movie that you watched when you were young?
Scarface,
right. Yeah. You're desensitized. I grew up in a small town, as we know. 13.
Yeah. I think 9 is okay. It depends where you raise your kid.
True. Like if you see a crackhead on the A train, then I feel like you're allowed to go see an R-rated movie at age 9.
Like if you're a 9-year-old New Yorker, like
this is nothing.
Yeah, you're on the train. People are like, fuck the MTA. Like I feel like that's like, no different to Deadpool.
Yeah, no, truly.
And anything that's like perverted will go over their head. Like I don't think anything was like.
I also didn't think it was super like perverted.
Yeah, anything that was like perverted was like would go over their head.
I also don't think it necessarily needed like an R rating.
Well, it's the blood.
The blood.
I didn't think it was that violent. But that's how desensitized we are to watching violence on TV.
True. The streets are also talking about. I saw one really funny tweet about how can I pull it up so I can read it like verbatim?
Yeah.
It was so funny. It's about Ryan Reynolds. Well, hang on.
No, Katie, no.
Okay.
That's it.
The tweet.
Oh, it turned on.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Kate's laptop is like it's dead.
It's not working.
It's literally
Hello.
It's on its last leg. And Kate is like, let me open my laptop to read this tweet.
I know, and not have it like ready.
No, wrong password, Kate. No worries. Take your time. We're all listening here.
Please.
No worries. We're only an hour in. Please.
Oh my God. We're 46 years into it. Okay. It's not loading.
Yeah.
So,
Kate's.
Anyway.
If you want to buy Kate a laptop, please don't. Because she does not know how to treat her laptop. Please. Please.
Oh, okay. So, the tweet was basically like, why are people saying that the Ryan Reynolds hate is new? Because like the person who tweeted it said like, I've been working on my Ryan Reynolds hate campaign for years, basically. And I think that's so funny because I do think Ryan Reynolds is like a polarizing character. I feel like some people find him very smarmy and like disingenuous, and I think some people ride for Ryan Reynolds. That sounds gross, but like,
I think Blake Lively rides for Ryan Reynolds.
And I don't know. What's your take? Are you a Ryan Reynolds?
Are you a Ryan Reynolds rider? I, in fact, am not a Ryan Reynolds rider, but I don't mind him. I like him in movies.
Yeah.
He does sarcasm really well.
Yeah.
I liked him in Free Guy. I loved him.
He was really good in Free Guy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I loved him in Proposal.
Yeah.
Loved him. Like, I mean, you know,
Sandy.
Sandy. Any movie she's in is really
is iconic.
It's
beautiful.
Belongs in the fucking MoMA.
In the what?
In the MoMA.
Oh, okay.
In the museum. Just put the
whatever
just
museum.
Put the movies on.
Yeah, just
put the movies on.
I would fund a Sandy Bullock museum. Yeah.
And just keep her movies on like 24/7.
Yeah. Where's the channel for that?
I think he's good. I don't mind him. I'm not a writer.
I'm not writing for
I'm not an RRR, but
I'm not an RRR. No, me neither. I do find him like obnoxious. I think I think he like plays up this like obnoxious energy, even like on his social media. He like
his tweets.
Like I feel like he's like, but maybe that's just who he is. And I feel like he, you know, as annoying as I can find it sometimes, I feel like he has been really successful in making his personality work for him
on TV
and film.
You can't hate because you're making your voice work for you in your superhero life. So you're it's a 2-for-1 gig.
No,
book me.
No, seriously. So,
but I feel like that's probably I mean, he's been in this Hollywood game for so long.
Yeah,
right? He's a good looking guy, and he's sarcastic. Like he's annoying. So what? You know, some of them are rapists.
Yeah. Hello.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and he knew to draw the girls in with the proposal. You really hit the nail on the head. That and you know, drew in the girls.
Yeah, and I so sometimes I watch Shannon Sharp podcast.
Yes.
And he had Ro from Inside Out. I mean, not Inside Out, from Get Out.
Yes. Yeah. He's in Free Guy too, right?
Yeah, he's in Free Guy.
Uh-huh.
And Raul told a really good story about Ryan Reynolds, how Raul got in trouble with this producer because this producer was being sexually inappropriate with some of the girls on set.
Okay.
And Raul said something to him. Raul was like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's nasty. Like, don't treat them like that. Like, so this producer went around bad-mouthing Raul.
Damn.
He was saying that Raul was late to work. Raul was bringing girls to the set without confirming with anyone, and thought this was a hangout, and was like, he went around all Hollywood.
Wow.
And Ryan Reynolds was like, no, fuck that, dude. And so at this point, he's also trying to get Free Guy. Raul.
Okay.
Raul's also trying to get Free Guy.
Yeah.
And so now that this producer is doing that to him, Raul's like, fuck, I'm not going to get Free Guy. Like, my career is over. Like, basically, people are telling him, like, yo, your carear is over.
Yeah, you're blackballed. Yeah.
And Ryan Reynolds is like, I don't give a fuck. Everyone knows he's sleazy. Like, why are we, like, believing anything? He's like, I've seen you on set, and I've never seen you do that. So he got Free Guy because of Ryan Reynolds.
Like, vouching for him. That's pretty cool.
And that's, like, that's Raul's, like, second biggest movie.
Yeah.
Was Free Guy. So, like, you know, we know a lot of people who have one movies and then they're done.
Yeah.
You know, we never see them again. And Raul is in multiple movies now. Like,
that's really cool.
Yeah. So, like, even though, I mean, I've got some respect for him. Like, if you can do that, like, if you can stand up for people like that, then you're a pretty chill guy. But I'm not a writer. But
I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
I feel like that's pretty fair. Oh yeah, that's a good story. Yeah. See, like, I guess you just got to get over the smarminess, and you're like, that's just who this guy is, but he's probably a nice guy.
I mean, why do we expect so much from Hollywood?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. And I also don't know, like, what the hate campaign is necessarily. Like,
I get it if it's funny. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, you just hate the guy. Like I hate Miles Teller.
Stop.
Can't stand his face.
Not you bringing up Miles Teller. Again, rap boy, Miles Teller.
He's not rap boy. He's dumb face. Dumb face. Dumb.
Fucking dumb.
From the fucking Spy Kids. That is Miles Teller.
We should watch Spy Kids.
All right, guys. That is our episode.
Anyway,
before Kate starts talking about Spy Kids.
No, thank you so much. If you like superhero stuff, go watch Deadpool versus Wolverine. Let us know if you agree with us. And we'll see you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye. Bye.
Let me get some tongue.
Ew.